This is Steve Cramer, UNCG Business Librarian, with third out of 4 videos in this series. In addition to the free sources I've already talked about, there's also possibility of having access to subscription databases at your own library or at your own campus. These are things that are purchased by your library or your campus. They are produced by for-profit companies that sell research. One example is Euromonitor, a London-based company that's probably the global leader in producing reports and research and data on international consumer markets. And just for some quick examples, I can look up an industry or a segment like consumer health in Italy, I guess more of a market, and see some trends data or demographic analysis, or also market data and brand shares. It's a really detailed product for those kind of topics. And here we're waiting for the market share data to come up for healthcare in Italy. There we go. So sales by volume, market share, brand share. You can also create tables that you can output in Excel or make charts and graphs from and add historical data as well as forecasted data. You can generate reports such as this PDF from Euromonitor that gives you the heat map, in this case for population growth in Italy. And finally, there's also analytical tools like this demographic modeling application where you can compare growth rates in other aspects of countries and by demographics or other categories. So Euromonitor, just one example of one of these products. These are licensed to campuses only for use by people on that campus, namely students, faculty, and staff, using in our case, UNCG username and password, your official UNCG credentials or login information. The licensing that most database vendors like Euromonitor sign or have lawyers sign limit access just to that campus, and you can't also, according to licensing terms, email reports like to other students in other campuses, other countries even. What you have to do instead as a student is simply summarize or paraphrase the content and cite it, of course, and then share that summary with your teammates on other campuses. That's the legal way to do this. If some vendors have licensing terms sometimes that allows them to sue campuses if students are sharing information across campuses in violation of licensing terms. So remember, these are databases that are sold. These are products. The companies make money on this data, and they don't want to lose their money by having anyone, just share information widely across countries. And so that is the nature of this kind of proprietary service. But even though there's that limitation on access, these databases provide much more value that you can get to for free, given that it takes money to do research and publish this sort of very specific data. There are other categories set beyond marketing research that I listed at least for UNCG students here, including international companies, both public, private companies, and private companies, articles from international business newspapers and magazines, and other kinds of country research. So basically, I encourage each student or faculty to make sure you know what is available from your library for agriculture, because you may find some really powerful tools that give you much more value, much more content than you get for free. And they might really make a difference when you're competing with other teams. So good luck. Check out whatever databases you have. And of course, I'm always happy to answer questions.